just because I said to all of you watching at home, or wherever you're watching from, that I would be letting you know as soon as I heard anything. And I had a phone call this morning with my oncologist, and it was all good news. I'm not going to take a lot of time to belabor this point. I have no more lymphoma, and there is no indication that it should return. And I am very, very excited about it. And I can drink again.
Woo! Woo! Yeah! I'm gonna use my one for the year. Fuck yeah!
I asked Ian to bring that in. Yeah. I got to ring the bell after the final chemo treatment, but it didn't feel right because I didn't. It's like, well, that was certainly the last chemo treatment, we think. Anyway.
Yep.
So, let me tell you, the relief is palpable.
How'd that first sip taste?
Real good. I forgot how much I like this. Shout out to Lighthouse Brewing, by the way. This is totally unrelated. This is their Night Watch coffee lager.
Yeah.
Good stuff. How are the rest of you feeling?
Pretty good. I mean, we're also able to say that none of us have lymphoma either, so we'll join you.
Yeah, pretty good.
Cheers,
Cheers.
everybody.
Cheers.
And the
We got
overlay goes
wing-dinged.
wingdings. Oh boy, that got me.
Toasty.
Feeling good.
Congratulations, Graham.
Oh,
Good.
hey, it's our site manager. What's up?
Oh, right.
Oh.
This is the open
We're
containers
not
thing
supposed to have
again.
hands on the
Yeah.
set.
Cheers.
But it was for a bid.
$250 get bust cancers. Congrats, G. Another 10. Work, Graham.
Work to you too. How you doing over there in engineering?
Yeah, how's our engineering team doing?
Cheers.
Solid.
Yeah.
I'm just going to mark this challenge for everyone how to drink, stay hydrated. As
I don't know how hydrated we're staying, but yeah.
Also, Jordan 15 minutes ago. Yeah, no, I don't want to chug it. I want to be able to control it. Jordan, now there is like 2 sips left after those 2 pulls.
Brett brought we were talking about Fieldhouse Brewery last night, and Brett very kindly brought some Fieldhouse in, including a couple delicious sounding sours, and I was like, great, that'll work well because I'm gonna crack a beer on the stream, and they're tall boys and they're 10%, and I was like, I haven't had alcohol since I guess probably April, maybe?
Yep.
March, perhaps? Who knows? So I was like, let's not have a giant 10%.
Start small.
Yeah, we'll get there.
You
Yeah.
could have been building up chits in AA to this point. Oh my Christ.
Stolen valor. Like, hey,
Jesus.
Yeah.
8 months.
So
stolen valor for sure.
instead, we had a very thematically appropriately named. Literally, it's just called Night Watch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's so good. We've had it before.
Yes.
I was-
This used to be what Ash would always get.
Totally
One of the things
unrelated.
Ash would bring.
Yeah.
Locally produced
And-
cold brew coffee and crisp, clean Croft lager are blended seamlessly to create a one-of-a-kind beer. Subtle tones of hazelnut,
Even when
cinnamon,
it's not a
and
silent auction. Even when it's not a silent auction, you're just going to read out everything.
yeah. Night
And Graham,
Watch.
the constant congratulations messages have
been
just been going by
wild.
the entire time.
Thank you all so much.
In some cases, quite large amounts.
Yes.
Like we were at
Oh, yeah.
353 a minute ago. Like
Wow.
this is going.
Thank you all so much. Believe me, it's I don't want to belabor this too much. You know, like I don't want to make the entire evening. Oh God, thanks for that.
Hit us with the Stardew.
I don't want to make the whole evening about this, but you know, this has sucked real bad, and apparently I managed it like very well. Like apart from the lymphoma, apparently I was very healthy. So like, you know, I really got away with it in terms of the side effects that I experienced, which for many people are terrible. but you know, even then, you know, because I've been on Loading Ready Run content less over the course of this, and it's gotten progressively harder as the chemo treatments have gone on. And you know, anytime I was on stream or in a video or anything, you were all seeing me at my best, right? And you know, folks around Loading Ready Run, you know, probably saw me a little worse than that. I don't think anyone other than Kathleen saw me at like the bottom, but like there were some days that were tough, and I wouldn't recommend it. I said this actually in a post I made. If one must get cancer, non-Hodgkin's lymphoma is very treatable, which is nice, but it's been real bad, and everyone has been really amazing and wonderful and supportive through this whole thing. And I just want to thank everybody who has helped out or just sent me messages or emails. I got a lot of emails from folks out there.
Yeah,
I've responded to none of them, but I've read all of them. Yeah. I really appreciate that. But also, everyone here, everyone at Loading Ready Run, in particular, my parents and most of all Kathleen have been just rock solid through this whole thing, and it's been pretty tough on specifically those three people, especially Kathleen. And I'm just the relief. It's all been good news this whole time, right? That's the worst part, is like it's all been good news. It's all been positive, and it's like I was responding well to everything. My blood work was always really good. Even when they were like, for the last 3 chemo treatments, they were like, hey, we're gonna really give your immune system a kick. So we're gonna give you an injection every day for 5 days. Starting a couple days after the chemo treatment. I'm like, oh, okay, so I'll just come into the cancer clinic every day for and they're like, no, you just do these at home. And I was like, what? Yeah. So 5 days, 3 times, 5 days in a row, Kathleen would give me injections of this stuff to get the immune system going, and I responded very well to it, But it wasn't until finally talking to the doctor today and being like, yep, it's all clear, it's gone, and it shouldn't come back, was just like, oh.
Yeah.
So glad you have the stent. It's not a stent, it's a PICC line, and I couldn't use it for these injections.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Graham, I consider you a dear friend.
Thank you.
And I am overjoyed to hear that you are finally on the road to recovery.
Me too.
You've regained health.
Yes.
You're on the road to recovery.
Yeah.
And I wish you the most expediency in that journey.
Thank you.
Because I cannot wait to get back to work with you.
Oh, me
it's
too.
One of my favorite things.
Me too. Oh God, there's so many things I've been wanting. I want to make stuff, because it's even now, right? It's going to be like, he said, as long as the treatment was, which was like 5 or 6 months, it's going to be that long again before my stamina is back up. Like again, like beyond what you see me here do at Desert Bus, and you'll notice I haven't been dancing. I'm just like, I'm done for the whole rest of the day. Yeah. Because it's just like, you don't go out and you don't move, and you just lose all your strength and stamina, and then the hair will come back eventually too. Will it be curly? We don't know. We assume not. It doesn't look like it's going that direction, but sometimes that can happen. Yeah. My facial hair may return as Graham the White. I think I made that joke the other day. We don't know. So
it's that way a lot of folks with disabilities and chronic illnesses need to kind of conserve their energy and live that life in a very safe way.
Exactly.
So that when it counts, when it's something like this, when it's really important to that person, they can come out. Yeah. And do something and be with their friends, kind of thing.
So that's why I've been really, to use a wrestling term, I've been really picking my spots in terms of
nice.
When to appear and Loading Ready Run stuff. Recently, and so it was being at the pre-release a week before Desert Bus was awesome, because man, it was great watching them, honestly, because there was 3 pre-releases I just watched from home and being like, I'm not involved in this, but boy, we're really good at this. You know,
Yeah.
it was really cool to watch and be
Yeah.
like, look at this great show we're putting on, and I didn't even have to do anything for it. That's so great. It was a really good feeling.
That's also a lie.
Well, that's true. I was involved in a lot of the pre-recorded stuff, and occasionally I'd be like, hey Ben, can you change this one light because it's like glaring off of this thing?
Yeah, I remember how many times I messaged you of like, please don't push yourself. Like, you got to focus on your health first. Knowing the entire time that I'm talking to Graham Stark, and yeah, you'll take care of yourself, but you stop working. Yeah, okay.
I mean, it was tough, right? Like it's, you know, it's. I'm just gonna open up here. You know, it was tough because it's like, on the one hand, you know, I feel very fulfilled when I am creating stuff and making things and performing and everything, and so there was an amount of that going on here, and there was also, but the thing is, there was also an amount of, I think I feel that, right? Like yes, I feel creatively fulfilled when I'm making stuff, but there's also an amount of I think that's how I'm supposed to be, so I should do stuff because that will make me feel better, right? Even if it's not the case. And then, you know, more than anything else, there's also like, Study Ready Run's got 15 employees, and you know, these people that are relying on this company for their jobs, and so it's like on some level, you know, no one would ever ask me to do this, but on a level, I felt like I had to keep doing stuff. Because it's like, you know, the health of the company, right? You know, there was a responsibility as, you know, being the co-owner of the company, right? So it's like, ugh. But luckily, everyone was amazing and supportive and helped, and you know, it didn't, you know, I don't feel like I pushed myself too hard. The doctor didn't say I did anything wrong either, so I guess we're okay there.
Yeah.
But you know, there was definitely some days I was more tired than others. So anyway,
The results suggest that you managed it well.
Whether or not it was effective, I'm sure the rest of us at Loading Ready Run will attempt to keep you to your promise to not overexert yourself while you're still recovering.
thank you. I appreciate that. No, it's good stuff. So.
I also completely thought that when you started Graham, you were one of my best friends. Like, I consider you a dear friend.
You thought that was going to make a dark
I was
turn.
waiting for you to just turn into a horrifically dark joke. Because that's what I expect from you to your friends.
He's done that at least twice already.
The fake out into sincerity is always wonderful. I don't think
Also, the
that's-
sad Stardew beats into oof really was
I got that
good
from.
shit.
I definitely got that from James, right? Like when I started to receive all the when I first told everybody, and I received a bunch of really like supportive and wonderful and heartwarming messages. You know, then I got a private message, which I'm sharing. Sorry, James, from James, that was effectively, and I'm paraphrasing, was effectively like, all right, everyone else is going to give you like the like sappy supportive whatnot, so you know, don't bust and die, you idiot. Right? It was like that kind of level of discourse, right? I don't recall exactly what he said, but it was that kind of thing.
Which reminds me, I still have a beer fest worth for you.
Oh yeah, I can't wait. I get to go back to Beer Fest next year.
No, you get to do it like a couple months from now.
What?
Every good beer I've had that I bought a 4-pack of that I've enjoyed, I've set aside one can since this has gone on.
Yes,
That's
I'm making that mean face.
Yeah.
yes.
Ooh, I'm so excited about that.
Also, you're
Oh my
coming to
God.
Vancouver Craft Beer Week next year.
Ooh, when's that?
That's in July.
Is that the one that was like
Oh, it was
poorly
a
managed?
disaster this year. I'm hopeful for next year. I'm giving them one more chance to see if they pull it out because they got nothing but disastrous feedback this year. So they get one more from me, and if they mess it up, I'm never going back.
I'll bring the camera.
But yeah, bring the camera.
That's like
I know
Matt
where
turning
it
to
is.
you and saying, "Oh, hey, you're coming to Firefest."
I know where it is, so if it turns out to be a total train wreck again, we're just going to the good liquor store and we're going back to my place.
Yeah,
This sounds awesome.
just go to a cocktail run of Vancouver.
Oh yeah.
Just go.
Oh, I can take
Go
you
to
to
Abattoir. Go to Kiefer.
Yeah. Oh, I can take you to Lawa, the speakeasy.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I still want to go.
It's going to happen.
You've won a trip to DashCon.
$500 from JDR42. Thank
I
you.
would hop around at this point I would hop around in a ball pit if it was sufficiently raised up above the
I mean,
Yeah.
furthermore, ball pits, you may want to wait just a few more weeks for the immune system to kick back in.
No kidding.
Because
Pits are
they're full of
2023.
pain. Also, remember when we said 353?
357.
I got so. I was like, what are you pointing at?